And welcome to Face the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Larraz. I'm your co-host, Chris Garcia, as usual. I got my sister Cayley here. I got the whole damn family in here today. So we're going to have a family-type day show on Face the Tribune. This is my beautiful sister Cayley. The mother of my youngest son, Jordan, is over there trying to hide behind her phone, but we're going to get her on camera today. And I don't know if he's my sixth, seventh kid. I got so many damn kids. I don't believe in abortion. You can tell I got so many kids here. One of my middle sons, Cody, is also going to. I love his hair. I like the fact that you grew your hair out. You're going to be a heartbreaker now. I like it like that. I don't like you with short hair. But anyway, we're going to get into the show today, and we're going to talk about all kind of things. Rolando, how was your weekend, my friend?
She was asking me about a lawyer for claiming the child support. I don't know what the story is, but that's why she's been here for so long. That's why she's been in Las Vegas for so long.
I love you too.
Anyway, this is another day in paradise.
Yes, it is.
And I'm glad that I'm here, and thank you, all of you, for being here today. And let me tell you, these people are really, really getting in my nerves.
Yes.
But I tell you what, I think that Donald Trump should listen to them and don't do anything else. Open the borders, let everybody come in, and let all the terrorists take over the country. And then when we get another 9/11 and we get another Boston Marathon and we get another San Bernardino, then we can blame nobody but those liberal, socialist, communist Democrats.
Absolutely.
Then they are completely, and I just find out, I don't know how true it is, that those people that were protesting at the airport, and also the people that were protesting at the inauguration, they was getting paid $15 an hour.
Oh, wow. Paid protest.
And if you bring the kids, you get paid more. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. But how can you be a mother and still believe in abortion? How can you be a mother and be in favor of abortion? And then you bring your little 3-4 years old kid with a sign, then in favor of abortion, and how can you do that?
It's crazy.
It's okay if you want to do it. You're older enough to do it, but don't bring your kids over there. First of all, I think it's dangerous. I think it could be a big fight. It could be somebody fighting against somebody else, and those kids are going to be in harm's way.
Absolutely.
I think it's unfair to do that to those kids. And then my favorite topic is Ivanka's accent. Melania's accent. Because me, I hate people with an accent anyway. I think that she's so beautiful and so refined, and she's so elegant. Then the accent go with her.
That's right.
Absolutely. But why don't they talk about Dina Titus, the congresswoman for Nevada, then is born in Georgia, and you cannot understand what she's saying because her Greek accent is so heavy, then she doesn't let people know what she's talking about. And then you got that Congressman Luis Gutierrez from New York, then was born in Chicago, whatever, I don't remember the place where he was born, but He's still talking with that Puerto Rican accent. Oh, okay, what's the matter? You read my column already?
What do you think, sis? We don't talk politics that much. What do you think about the I don't know how you feel really about abortion and stuff like that. We don't talk about that much. What do you think?
That's kind of a rough one for me. I think that everyone should have the right to choose what they want to do, because sometimes people are not in the right position to raise a child, but then at the same time I'm very pro adoption. So there's people out there who can't have children themselves.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many?
One.
One? A boy or a girl?
A girl. She's 13.
13?
Yes.
She's almost the same age you are. 13. Wow, she's a young lady now.
Right.
Wow. And do you believe in abortion, or you don't believe in abortion? Don't you think it would be more practical to protect yourself before you go? If you know.
But what if you're in a situation where you can't protect yourself?
Why?
What if you were raped and the person didn't use protection?
Well, I don't know about that. That's a tough question. So if you believe, then not you, but a woman in general is raped, she should be able to get an abortion?
I believe it should be her choice, yes.
Yeah, I do too. But I don't believe that the people should. I don't know. I don't believe in adoption. I don't believe. I think if you go, it is very difficult for me. I never been pregnant before, so I don't know how it is. But I believe that having a 9 months, having a little body inside you, and then give it up to somebody else, I'd rather have an abortion if I was in that position. But like my grandmother used to say, everybody outside the water always swim good. That's a Cuban say, because you can tell people, say, do it like this, do it like that, but you're going down and, you outside, you can tell anything, but I believe that, I don't know, I think it would be more harsh for the person to give up the child after it's born.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
You haven't been in that situation?
Not to where I had to give up a child.
No.
My daughter has been raised by her father and stepmother, so
she's been raised.
Mm-hmm. So she's not. It's kind of a situation like that. I guess I don't get to see her on a daily basis. I mean, it's sometimes better, for her.
Well, no, as long as she's with your father, it's not. But I mean, giving it to a stranger, I don't know. I don't have any kids. I don't have any. I never been in a situation like that. I had a friend that had a girl, and I kind of used to take it to school and stuff like that. But that is kind of extra, it's not the same than raising a kid, But I believe that I don't believe the kids belong in those protests. Let's go back to the show and get there.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I don't think kids should be in those kind of situations because they can turn violent. There's a lot of heated emotion there on both sides, and next thing you know, people are throwing punches at each other, and you got an 8 or 9 year old kid in the middle of that. That's not the place for them to be, Rolando.
No, and they have younger than 8 or
Yes.
9.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, that's not the place.
I believe that there's a place for kids
Yes.
and there's a place for no kids.
Yes.
You know,
Sis, tell us a little bit about what you're going to school for and stuff like that. Look into the camera and tell the people what you and why you're going to school.
I'm actually going for criminal justice and human services, so I want to work with our community's juveniles. I feel like they get lost in our system, foster care being one of them, where parents kind of fall off, and where adoption would be a good place for to come in, I guess, you know. That's kind of, I get nervous.
no, you're okay. Just talk like that. Forget about the mic. Forget about the mic. Just talk. You know.
So,
what make you go into that criminal stuff? Do you have juvenile criminals in your family, or have you experienced something like that?
A lot of, I guess, personal experience. With my daughter, I'm going to completely put myself on blast within the family services. That's where I really got my interest.
But she's wild?
Well, no, just within just the family court system. That's where I started going to school for paralegal, because I really wanted to learn what the laws were, how to I didn't really feel like the public defender was doing her job. And so I wanted to really learn what my rights were and how to make sure that everything was in order the way it was supposed to be.
Are you talking in Nevada or someplace else?
It was actually started in Washington State. And
Washington State?
Yeah, and then it moved out to California and then over here to Nevada. So it was
and
mainly California and Nevada, pretty much. Pretty much.
Of course.
It's all kind of gets lost.
First of all, let me tell you, my opinion is the public defenders are useless. Because as a matter of fact, I'm going to go into that in a little bit, but public defenders are paid by the same people that pay the district attorneys, the prosecutors. You know, the same person signed the checks. So they're going to work together. They all belong to the same clique, and they all belong to the same.
They're paid basically to get a conviction, whether it's a plea or.
Yeah, and I have a case that we've been writing about, and the court appointed an attorney to that guy. Then he is in prison now doing time for a crime that he did not commit. Okay, and there's many of those in the criminal system. Many of those. One of them is Christine Lovato. That girl has been there 15 years, and she wasn't even in Las Vegas when the crime was committed. You know, that's sad. She started when she went there when she was 19, and she's 34 now. Wasting all her life, you know. And but this guy, I was talking to the attorney, then it was not a public defender. It is a court-appointed attorney. And he said, well, I don't get paid. No, he's not paying me. I said, wait a minute. He's not paying you, but the state is paying you for it. You're getting paid. Right. So don't tell me that you don't get paid, you know. And also, he was nice enough or stupid enough to recommend you somebody that they just paid you $30,000 to be defended, you know. And people are confused with that. I have but you know what is more sad yet? When you have this.
Cody gets down, he just went.
He went that way. And you got people like private practice attorney. They get paid and they don't do nothing. You know, the same guy that I'm talking about, he hired an attorney here in town. He's not from here. He's from out of town. He hired an attorney, and the attorney charged $10,000. They give him the mother, I think it was, or the wife, gave him the $10,000, and the lawyer went over to the jail to see him and said, look, plead guilty and get it over with. Why would I plead guilty if I'm not guilty? So he took the $10,000, put it in his pocket, and didn't do nothing for him. That is change. You know, there's other attorney in private practice, then got $5,000 retainer, and the lawyer didn't even get to see him. I got another attorney that when the father paid $30,000 the first time, a total of $85,000, and the lawyer never went to the county jail to see his client. And then when the father was complaining and asking for money back, he said, I don't have to answer to you. You're not my client. Oh, now he's not your client, but he was the client when he gave you $85,000. And he's one of the high-class, high-profile attorneys in this town. You know, and it's not...
That's not right. That's when they need to be reported to the board.
And then what? I got another case where the attorney... Don't get me into that. I got another... The bar suspended, and now the Supreme Court has to confirm the suspension, and he's still working because the Supreme Court hasn't done anything yet. And he took money from a client. He forgot to appear in court for a client, and the client lost the case. It was a personal injury case. And, you know, lawyers in this town are completely useless. I was sitting in a restaurant one day with a friend of mine, then it was an attorney, and this guy came in and he said hello to me, and I didn't know who the guy was, but he knew my name. And he said to me, do you know any good lawyer in town? And I said, well, it depends. If it's for a traffic ticket or for a parking ticket, any attorney in this town is good. But if it's for anything better than that, I don't recommend anybody. And my friend was sitting there. He's a lawyer, but he was mainly in prostitution. He used to deal with all the hawkers and all the pimps and everything, you know. But he looked at me like, why are you saying that in front of me, you know? But it is the truth that the lawyers in this town, they never answer your phone call. That is something that I think is a stigma, or is a symbol of I don't know what kind of symbol it is, but this attorneys have no respect for the client. And I hate to say that because I have a lot of friends, you know, I got a lot of friends that are attorneys, but it is the truth. It's a sad but truth, you know. So, but anyway, are you going to be taking criminal justice, or you are taking it now?
I am taking it now.
Here in Vegas?
I'm taking my classes online. I'm actually going through a college in Colorado.
You're going where?
Through a college in Colorado.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you do it on
Everything online.
online? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I don't like the traffic here.
Do you drive?
No.
You don't know
Not
how to
anymore.
drive?
No, I do.
Oh, yeah?
Nevada just won't let me drive anymore.
Why? What do you do? Come on,
Nevada got the best of me.
let's get down to the nitty gritty now. Let's make this show all about you.
I'll go commercial
What do you do? DUI? Or crazy driver? Female driver, right?
It was 7 years ago.
What is it?
A
Female
DUI.
driver or
No,
DUI?
DUI. 7 years ago.
Because females, they think they own the road, you know.
Son agrees with you.
Who said that?
What about male drivers?
Well, honestly, let me tell you something. I think, yeah, you
Drive
got
around
a point.
lost for
You
hours
got a
because they don't
point.
want to ask for directions. I know exactly where I was right here.
You have a point. Drivers in these towns are terrible.
Yes.
Terrible, you know. And I don't know why, because the majority come from LA, then, you know, those freeways are always packed. I wouldn't take the freeway in LA. I wouldn't take the freeway. I go in the streets. I don't like to take the freeways in there because it's very easy to get lost. You drive in LA before?
Yes.
You live in LA before?
Yes.
Where? Where in LA?
Downtown. Yeah. No. It's downtown. It's
On Hill Street?
No.
Oh.
It didn't last long. Let's just say that. It didn't last long.
And so what else you gonna do after you finish, after you graduate?
I haven't really fully decided. There's a case out here in Nevada that really struck me. There's this 16-year-old boy that has been charged as an adult.
Recently?
This last year.
Yeah.
And I know the family. And the mom just kind of said, you know, there's nothing that I can really do because.
What was the case about? What did he do?
It's a murder charge. And
That's not the Nelson family, no?
No.
Oh.
And
there's another one now.
There's at the time the boy, you know, was under the influence and didn't remember it. There's no real evidence that he committed the crime. But because he was seen there with the group of kids that were there,
they blame him.
Right. And
did he do it?
No.
He said he didn't.
You know, pretty much. And there's evidence.
How long
there's
he
a
been
kid
in jail
there since it happened. I believe it was like, I want to say it was March of this last year, so it's almost been a year.
So he's in jail?
He's, down here at the jail.
Has he been tried as an adult?
He's been charged as an adult. They're offering him, I think it's like.
Do you know him?
I know the family. And it bothers me because I feel like as a community, we have kind of let this boy down. And I think that what they're offering him is a load of crap.
What kind of deal were they offering?
I was told it was like 5 to 15. And
5 to 15 for murder?
Yeah.
Or manslaughter?
Mm-hmm. He's 16. Well,
the problem is he didn't do it. That's the problem. But you know,
And
the same thing.
And after it happened, there's a kid that was there saying the homie took the ball from me. So it's like, you know, I probably even shouldn't be even talking about it, but
why? No,
I'm
you
like,
need to be exposed.
I'm so frustrated by it because of the fact that there's kids out there doing things that want to be accepted by older people. You know what I mean? And who are on drugs, running around, and their parents aren't being held responsible. Do you know what I mean? And his dad is a...
So you think, do you think if the parents will be held responsible,
think of it
they
this,
will take care of the kids more?
Yeah,
they
because
can be
if
more
your kid
strict.
goes and smashes out the neighbor's window, who pays for the window? The parents.
Well, but let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. What happened when the parents get physical with the children because they not listen to words,
And
they call the police and the parents go to jail instead than tell
and that's another problem that was going on within the household, is that the father was getting physical with the child and the mother within the home, and nothing's been done. You know, and this had been,
because
had been going on for so long.
Some kids need to be
as a community, we should have already stepped in and taken the kids, you know.
Some kids need to be slapped.
Yeah.
And you know, let me tell you, I know it's a different age and different time and everything, but let me tell you, when I was a kid, my mother didn't need to hit me. All she need to do is open her eyes like that, and I run, you know. It was more respect. There's no respect nowadays. There's no respect for the authority of a parent or the police officer or anybody or an adult, plain and simple. You know,
and it's all a matter of what you're allowing to go on from the beginning as well.
I remember one time I was sitting in a park watching, reading some porno books. And this guy came over and he started scolding me. And man, I got scared, you know, because an adult was, I thought that he was going to call my mother or my father, or, you know, there was respect. There's no more respect anymore.
Yeah.
There's no more respect. Yeah. But I would like to talk to that lady, the mother of the kid. I would like to talk to him if he can call into the show. Huh? We can interview him. Yeah. He's been there for a year now. It's going to be a year next month.
Well, if you ever something.
And who did he kill?
It was they say that.
Another kid or?
No, an adult, a 25-year-old. Yeah, he was an adult.
A friend or a stranger?
No, it was allegedly it was a panhandler that was having women panhandle for him or something. It was up by the Desert Breeze Park, you know, up in that area. So I, you know, it's all basically I'm going off of hearsay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose, you know, but it's frustrating that I feel that the court-appointed attorneys could be doing better. It's frustrating that I don't think that he should really be being charged as an adult. You know, in Washington there was someone who had a manslaughter charge and did 5 years as an adult, who was, you know, legitimately an adult, you know. But in this situation where this kid was under the influence and had been lost, you know, like we should.
You know, another thing that really, really bothers me, I can understand, and maybe when you finish your criminal justice course, you can explain that to me. when you go to court, you are found guilty, you appeal the case, and they send it back to the same judge, then you said he was not fair. Why are you going to send my case back to the same judge? Then they do a good job in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. You know, and that drives me crazy.
Because we need to pay more attention when we're voting.
That's right.
On who we're voting for, our judges, and, you know, because I know I was guilty of it when I first started voting. You know, I didn't pay attention to who I was selecting on the ballots as the judge. You know, I just went through and, you know.
Vote for Judge Cedric Kearns. The election is coming up soon.
Yes.
A friend of ours, he's an excellent judge here in town, so we fully put our support behind in Radio Tribune, the Las Vegas Tribune, and mailed by Renee. Go ahead, Rolando.
He's a chief judge.
Yes.
And he's doing a good job. I don't know why somebody has to be crazy enough to run against him.
Yes. Excellent
Because
job.
why don't somebody run against Doug Smith? Why don't somebody run against another judge that is unfair and it has judicial discipline and everything? This guy is clean. He worked with young kids.
Excellent.
You know,
Maybe he can take a look at the case that I'm talking about, because I'm sure he knows it, but.
yeah.
Excellent.
He's gonna be here Friday.
Excellent.
He's gonna be here Friday. Maybe we can talk about that in front
That's
of
whose
him.
side we have in front of the business.
Yeah.
Excellent judge, man. Really good guy.
You know, and so, and then what? You're gonna plan to open your own office and
We'll
do
see.
legal work, or
We'll see.
what is your goal right now? Are you planning to stay
Finish
put in a
school,
place?
finish my bachelor's.
You're gonna stay put in one place, or you're gonna be jumping like a butterfly to Phoenix and to LA and to you know, what do you say Phoenix anyway?
I don't like
What is it Phoenix? The only thing in Phoenix is the Van Buren Street. Van Buren Street. Huh?
I don't know what that.
You don't know where Van Buren is? Are you sure?
McDonald's, the main street that everybody talks about.
Van Buren. Van Buren.
Oh, okay, yes, I do. I do.
VAA.
I lied, okay? Yes, it's the next street up from
The
where I
next
work.
street.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. I used to go there every week.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one out of Van Buren?
No, I used to go to Phoenix every week.
Oh, okay.
I had a newspaper over there.
On Van Buren?
And Phoenix.
But yeah, you're talking about Van Buren. Is that where it's at?
Oh no, my office was in downtown. Some hotels that also have a restaurant. They go around. Some restaurant that.
I don't know. I only go to work and home.
Oh, you do? What is she, a call girl or what?
He's just putting everyone on blast.
Well, you said you go to work on call. I said, well, maybe you are on call, you know.
No. Because I work nights and somebody I'm on call. Girl.
Wait a minute. And you work at night?
Yes, I do.
And you go to work?
I work in a truck stop.
Don't play
No, I got a lot lizard. My record will stay clean. Yes. Yes. But I'm not a call girl.
No?
No, and I'm not a lot lizard either.
You're not a what?
Lot lizard.
What does that mean?
Those are prostitutes that work at truck stops. They call them lot lizards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not even one of them.
How do you know that name?
Because I'm a supervisor at a truck stop, so I gotta kick them out all the time.
You think why?
Because they're not
Let
supposed to be there.
the woman make a living. You don't believe in prostitution?
I don't care. That's up to them.
Yeah,
But it can't be done on my property, so I mean.
Why?
What if they kicked you down a little money?
They don't. So that's fine with me. I gotta do my job. If they did, then maybe I would.
Don't say that on the air because then you're going to be arrested for being a pimp.
Oh, no. They don't know where I'm at. They don't know what truck stop, so they can go ahead and look. They don't know my face either.
What is your name again?
I'm a John Doe.
Jane Doe or John Doe? Are you a guy or a girl?
You don't ever know.
Put your pants down, ladies. Oh my God.
That's how the latest show sex talk.
What is this?
You know, that's our midnight show here. Sex with Tyra. That's our midnight show.
Tyra?
Tyra's big. She's going to do a show here.
Hi, Tyra.
You know what?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know her.
Okay.
Maybe I'll come on the night show with her, okay?
Yeah, she's a nice girl. I like her.
And then we can talk about the lot lizards and all of that.
She's one of them? No.
No. It's been a while. It's been years. It's been what, 2 years? Since I last seen her, yeah.
Oh, she grew up a lot. She matured a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's very mature.
Okay. That's good then.
Yeah, she's very. What are we gonna do? This is the show that it should be run at 5 o'clock. What do we do? How do we end it up?
I like to listen to the late night show, like 12 o'clock.
I wonder how do we get from Donald Trump all the way down to the laser? What do you call it?
Lots. Lizard.
Lizard? Like a lizard?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, really?
Because they, they swarm and finish up.
You're sneaky.
$10? Oh my God. $10? Well, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I know some.
Oh, I know some of them that are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Face the Tribune, one of our sponsors is Mail by Renee. And for $10 a month, you can come in and CCN and we can get you started.
What do you mean $10 CCN?
Uh-oh. I'll let her know. We're there for $10.
You can come here and CCN and get a mailbox. That's all you get. For $10 we will get you started. Now, if you had no, come on. That's $10.
How do we end up in
I
this
have no idea.
How do we get it? How do you get us in this
This is my family. This is what we do. But for $10 a month, you can come down and get a wonderful downtown address, 716 South 10th Street, right off of 10th in Charleston. You can get your ID sent there. Listen, we're getting U-Haul pretty soon. We're going to have the trucks on the lot in a couple of weeks, so you can get your mailbox. And you can, of course, you'll probably be moving, so you can get you a mailbox and get all of your mail, your checks, IDs, everything sent there secure. We sign for FedEx, UPS, and you can rent a U-Haul truck. Come on in at CCN, Mail by Renee, 716 South 10th Street. And if you'd like to do any advertising here at Radio Tribune or the Las Vegas Tribune, we offer wonderful rates. We offer great bundles, monthly bundles, where you can be in the Las Vegas Tribune paper. We will also advertise for you here, Radio Tribune. Rolando, do you have that number? We always forget that number. Do you know that number?
No, I don't remember.
But just get on. You can call here at the Las Vegas Tribune. Just look
696-0716, right?
That's Mail by Renee.
Yeah.
626-0716, 702-626-0716. We all do business together, so you can just call and we can quote you some rates on how to advertise here at the Las Vegas Tribune and the Radio Tribune. We are the only independent paper here in the city of Las Vegas, and it's a wonderful paper. We have wonderful columnists, and you would love to advertise Las Vegas Tribune, radiotribune.com, and your show will be up on YouTube, and we do wonderful advertising for you. We have great monthly bundles, so you can call and we will let you talk to Rolando. We will let you talk to CN, and you can get your visits advertised here. And with that, we will get back to what we were talking about. Are we changing the subject? Are we talking about lot lizards, or what are we doing here? What are we talking about?
Change the subject.
Change the subject?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Let's go back to the election in Las Vegas.
Okay.
We don't have that much of a election. It's only 2 races actually. City council and municipal court.
Yes.
There's nothing else. You know, Michelle Fiore, the lady that was the assemblywoman, she's term out.
Turned out, yeah.
She's gonna run for city council. Michelle is, she used to have a show here, 3 hours a day, in the morning. She used to do my show, Face the Tribune, because I don't like to do a show, because my accent, and I always put somebody else, and now I'm stuck with the show. But I think she will do a good city council person.
Yes.
I don't know how you call city woman, city council
Council.
woman.
Yes.
You know, and then we can get rid of that other woman, Takenian. Well, she's term out too. So I think.
What about what is Chris Jimmy?
Yeah, she's a county commissioner,
okay.
and she already got re-elected for the last time.
She's a sweet lady. Yeah. Oh man, I like her.
You know, I went into I gotta talk to CN about that. I went into Las Vegas Tribune Facebook. I got a bunch of stuff in there that I never seen. And she is there. She was arguing with somebody. I don't know how I did it, but I did went into Facebook. And you know anything about
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
You do?
Oh yeah, she's excellent.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know that we got a bunch of stuff in there, and I thought it was all stuff, but it's not. It's 2017. You know, January 25th, 21st. I was, wow, look at this. And I don't know why she was fighting with somebody. Somebody said she needs to get out of that position, and I think it was right after she was in that show.
Oh wow.
You know, so it gotta be, I remember when, she was here on the 10th, right?
I don't know.
I think it was January 10th.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because I announced it a few times. Yeah, and she's, I think she's good. I believe, we don't get along, you know, we don't like each other, but she's a good public servant. She cares for the public. She cares for the people, not like others that they just care about making money and making deals. She's fair. She's fair. I think it is. She's. Hopefully, she might run for mayor
I would like to see
when Caroline Goodman
I would
be term
like to
out. I think.
I would really like on that.
Yeah, I think Caroline Goodman has one more term, and then because I don't think she's gonna run for governor. I don't see her being the governor, and it would be very difficult to beat Steve Sisolak. but she would be. I'd like to see her in another office. She would be good, and I think Bob Beer should be retained in this election. We got two people that are running against him now, and a woman and a man. And Stavros doesn't have anybody yet, but we got another week and a half, I think, for people to register to run again for an office. And I want him to run for office, but he didn't want to.
Why not?
I wanted to get him. I wanted to get him to replace that lousy. You don't want him to run for office?
No comment.
Why? Why?
That's what he wants. Go for it.
But you don't think he can win?
Oh, yeah.
You said why? Yeah. Anybody is better than the one we got there now. And you know, he's the black token of the city council. He's a lousy public official. I don't know how he can be in there. You know, Ricky Barlow, he's useless. You know, and I think he might be corrupted too. You know, that's.
Would you vote for me?
If I could, I would.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I give you this address so you can vote for him.
Okay.
I got one vote.
Will you vote for him?
2,
Hey! What about
3.
you?
That look told it all.
Huh?
Your look told it all.
Why?
Just the way you were doing that.
I'm telling him that he can be a city council. And why would not I vote for him? Of course I vote for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't too sure.
And
Are you positive now?
then I can be his assistant.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll have a good team then.
Yeah. And he got the legal advisor over
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
The whole family's in it.
Yeah.
I'll stay out, okay?
We're going to
You stay out?
We're going to get
Well,
I'll be your cheerleaders.
you're not a family anymore. You're divorced. So you're not family no
He's
more.
stuck with me no matter what.
That's not the board. Never.
Oh, it's not divorce? No.
Life.
Never. That's life.
That's stuck for
But
life.
that's not what he said about you.
Right? When I'm not around, that's what he says, huh?
Huh?
What does he say when I'm not around?
Oh, I can tell you. I saw a secrecy. Oh my God. No, he always says something good about you. I don't know if it's true, but he says something.
Right.
You know.
I don't know either. You know, that's just what he said. On the other hand, we don't know.
And he wants to know, he wants to do it, he wanted to do what do you call that test, to know if it's your kid or not.
We're not going on for it, okay?
Trying to start a war. Throwing little grenades and see you guys later.
Attitude and look and all.
Huh?
You can't mistake any of that. The
No?
attitude and look and all.
No?
No.
He don't look like him.
Oh yeah, he does.
No, he
Because
doesn't.
he's white.
Yeah, he's white.
He's whiter than me.
He's the
Look at this
darkest one. Yeah, he's the darkest one.
He's white as well.
You got to see my oldest. My daughter is one paler
I
than
know
you.
your daughter.
No, my oldest.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the older because I
Blue
don't.
eyes, blonde hair, pale. But then you
No.
look at her, and she looks, her face, she was.
But what about the one that I know?
Oh, man.
May? Yeah, I like May.
Only 10 more minutes.
You're doing a good job. You're only gonna be here for 10 minutes, and she did the whole show. You did a good job.
She thought she was gonna say hi and bye.
Yeah. So we're gonna get you on board. You're gonna do some work here for Radio Tribune, right?
Right.
What are you gonna do? Tell the people what. This is my
What are
sister
you gonna be
Kay.
doing?
She's gonna.
Social media,
The social media?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you need that.
why? Why behind the scene?
Cause
You know.
I'm better being the silent behind the scenes.
Yeah?
I don't like being put on the spot.
She's kind of shy.
I know.
But she's pretty though. Yeah, that's what I yeah.
Maybe if I drink more coffee in the morning.
We need to dress her a little more sexy, you know.
If she stands up, she's sexy. No. If she stands up, she's sexy.
She is.
Yeah.
Hey, la.
But anyway, every person in my husband's family is beautiful.
Beautiful. We got a beautiful.
Beautiful men, beautiful women. Everybody's good looking.
Really?
Yes.
Even
Except
her?
for me.
Even her?
Even her, yes, she's beautiful. Yes, you know what?
I'm trying to
For the record, me and Angel used to not get along until she went through what I went through. So then now we get along. That's the way it is.
What is this?
Some of you are stuck for life. There's no going back. And there's no going forward.
That's the only way. I agree with that. It's the only, especially when you got a kid in the middle. You know, when you got a kid, you have to forget all your hard feelings and do things for the kids. You know, I agree with that. I believe that's the way it is. And unfortunately, that's not the way it is in divorces nowadays. Either the father trying to take the kid away or the mother have to take the kid away, and they use the kid as a pawn, you know, just to aggravate the other person. Remember that guy I think it was before, some guy that came over here, the wife took the kid out of town, and he hasn't been able to see his daughter or his son anymore, you know, and I think it's unfair. If one of the parents don't want to see it, well, so be it. But if the person wants to be involved in the kid's life, I think it should be something that it is. They both have the same right, you know. It gotta be a reason not to, like, and that's another thing that you have to make sure that it is true, because now you got women accusing the father of molesting the kid, and I have a guy that is in prison now. I did a story on him. He left the wife. The wife and him was raising the grandkid because the mother was out of town working, and they got into a fight. He wanted to get divorced, and she said, "You're not gonna divorce me." And he said, "Oh yeah," and he walked away, and she accused him of molesting the little girl. The mother come back to town and find out that the guy was in prison, or he was sentenced, and they put him on and she went to court and said, he didn't do that. And then they got another trial. She went in this time and said, my mother always do that every time a man is leaving her. She accused the man of molesting. She did it with us. She tried to make us believe that our father molested. But you know that he's still in prison.
That's awful.
And the little girl, when she saw him there, I went to court that day. When she saw him in there, she wanted to go and hug him. You can tell that he never molested that kid, you know. And that's the reason why I'm very careful nowadays about ignoring those kind of cases. In the old days, I used to no, I don't believe in child molestation or child abuse or anything like that. I don't have any kids, but that $20 million a year is working, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Wrap it up. All right, thank you so much for watching today. We were so blessed today to have my sister Cayley on. She's going to be working with us here at Radio Tribune. She thinks she's going to be behind the scenes, but we're going to keep her right here. This is going to be her chair from now on. But she's going to be doing social media for us. I'm going to get my son over there. I'm going to make him. And that's one I would like to DNA test. That one right there. We're going to make him do some work too. And we
He
got
can be a salesman.
I'm more of a bodyguard.
He looks like a hustler. He looks like a beer.
Yes, he is.
He's like a beer.
Oh man, and there's the future president sitting right there, Jordan Garcia. Yes, that's the first Cuban president right there. He's gonna.
Yeah, forget about Marco Rubio
No.
and Ted Cruz and any of those people.
Do y'all want a picture of him now? Should we put him up there so you can see?
I don't
You-
know.
okay.
No, we finished.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
finished.
Bye.
Legendary Rolando Larraz, we don't have to say his name. We're so blessed to be here. God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless Donald Trump. Godspeed to him. We will see you tomorrow.